Taking a look at some recent girls basketball scores now. Francis Scott Key bounced back after their loss against Westminster with a road win at Manchester Valley. The Owls added another county win by beating Century, and South Carroll took down rival Liberty. Time to see the top scoring efforts of the season so far. Century's Harley Hamlet added another big performance with her 24 points against Westminster last Friday. Now, the Owls won that game, but Harley had 24 of the Knights' 37 points. Looking at the Carroll County Athletic League girls hoop standings, we have Francis Scott Key in first place after that win over Man Valley. South Carroll and the Mavericks and Westminster are all close behind so far. Some girls games to keep an eye on in the coming week. Westminster hosts Liberty on Thursday. That game was moved from Friday to get ahead of potential bad weather coming this way. Also moved Man Valley and Winters Mill, and we have South Carroll and Century playing each other set for Friday right now. Stay tuned though. Weather has already played a factor in postponing and rescheduling games this week, so follow CMSportsNet for the latest girls basketball updates and winter sports as well as a whole. Now move over to boys basketball. We have some big games coming up on the schedule, so let's go ahead and jump right in. First, a look at some recent boys basketball scores. Westminster netted a big county win over Century, and South Carroll had a successful week in the win column as well. Man Valley remained perfect in county play with a victory over Francis Scott Key. The list of top boys scorers from last week remains unchanged, but South Carroll's Peter Borgens had back-to-back 22-point games on Thursday and Friday, so keep an eye on his name as he tries to climb the charts. The boys basketball county standings have Manchester Valley unbeaten so far at 5-0, and the Mavericks hosted Century on Wednesday night. Check with CMSportsNet in the coming days for highlights from that big matchup. Some big boys basketball games are coming up around the county. The Owls go after another county win when they visit Francis Scott Key, and South Carroll travels down the road to face Century on Friday night. Man Valley came into Wednesday's game 2 games clear of the rest of the county pack, but there are plenty of matchups still to come. So stick with us along the way to find out how it all shakes out. All right, let's shift to wrestling and see which teams and individuals are hitting their stride in mid-January. First up, we have some recent results, and a few Carroll teams were in dual meet tournament action last weekend. South Carroll went 9-0 at the Friar Duels, and they beat Archbishop Curley in their final match of the event. Man Valley and Westminster had solid outings at the Kenwood Duels, and Francis Scott Key was victorious in a home tri-meet with Fort Hill and North Hagerstown. The latest Carroll County Athletic League wrestling standings have the Cavaliers unbeaten overall and in county. SC's big match with Man Valley is coming up soon, so stay tuned for coverage of that one. A quick peek at some upcoming matches. Like I said, South Carroll Man Valley is set to tangle next Tuesday, but both teams are in action before that. And Westminster hosts Century in a county duel on January 24th. Want more local sports coverage? Be sure to like us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel.